Hello everyone, my name is Simbatori. Today we are taking a look at Project Neural Cloud's Earhart, and especially her airframe. Now, Earhart is a pilot, and she flies this beautiful twin-engine airplane and rains death from above in the game Project Neural Clouds. I'm an aviation enthusiast. I used to play a lot of War Thunder and IL-2 Stormvik. Nowadays, I'm more on the side of DCS World, but planes always have interested me nonetheless. Taking a look at this airframe, it's got the first thing that jumps out at me is it's a twin engine configuration, and it's powered by two large radial engines. Radial engines is when pistons are arranged in a ring around the center, driving the propeller shaft. It's what gives radial engine its iconic cylindrical profile. The landing gear has two main landing gear supporting the front and dragging the tail wheel in the back. Take a look at down memory lane. I think this most reminds me of the C-47 Skytrain. Put a picture of that right here. You got the wings, the two large radial engines, and the gear tucked into the engines when it is in flight. Now, the thing that kind of looks a little bit odd to me is the two-bladed propeller setup. Two-bladed propeller is generally seen on a lot of World War I era planes, and doesn't really deliver as much power as later on three-bladed and even four-bladed propellers. In World War II aircraft configurations, generally you're looking to see a lot of three-bladed props and four-bladed props. Mostly three-bladed. And it's got a kind of like a cockpit canopy. It opens up top. Not particularly common for bombers. You mostly see this kind of cockpit in fighters. At the same time, she's got this front observation post and bombardier position on her plane that's definitely a bomber thing. Now, if we want to, I think the IL-28's got it, the B-26 got it. In fact, taking a look at her aircraft, like, except for the landing gear configuration, because the B-26 had a tricycle gear that had the main gear, front nose gear right over here, so it kind of the landing gear configuration resembles modern aircraft a lot more with its tricycle landing gear, but her plane actually looks very similar to the B-26. Let's look at that here. It's got the forward clear bombardier position. Sometimes there's a machine gun in the nose, but obviously hers is clear. It's probably a bombardier position. The bombardier lies down and lines up the bombing run. Her burst or her ultimate seems to be referring to that she's she's using rockets rather than bombs, and her auto, I think she's using guns. Now, I don't really see any gun ports. They might be on parts of the wings or inside the fuselage. Now, if it's inside the wings, it must be really close to the fuselage, because I don't think there's a way to synchronize guns to a radial engine drive shaft. I think those are more inline engine with the interrupter, or rather synchronized guns that can fire through the prop. But feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not actually sure on that. But it It definitely looks like a B-26. It looks awfully like one. I think that's how it's mostly inspired. You can even see the elevated. You can even see the elevators at the tail. That's on the B-26. But yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about Earhart's aircraft, since I saw a post on Reddit that made people appreciate her aircraft and the character. Now, I do see something in her burst though, like in this still. She has the landing gear out while flying. I'm not sure if those do look like they're retractable landing gears, so she may be using them as air brakes, but they look a little. The supports on the landing gear looks a little too thin to be used as air brakes. I know I think the F4U Corsair uses it as air brakes, and that's about it. I think. It looks like she's doing a rocket run. I think it'll be better if she dropped bombs, because her aircraft looks a lot like a bomber. This aircraft doesn't look all that maneuverable for rocket strafing runs, and definitely resembles level bomber and attackers a lot more. Kind of looks like the A-26, but the A-26, B-26 are generally the same. The nose definitely as a B-26 kind of nose. Yeah, but yeah, that's it about really Earhart. It's a nice plane. Thanks for watching, and like and subscribe and all that jazz. That's it. Bye bye.